You wanted more, so we're giving you more. It's part 2 of the Cyberpunk 2077 Romanceable Companion Tier List.
Yes, hello everyone, welcome back. The comments and responses on part 1 were insane. Thank you all so much. Here we are trying to produce professional, high-quality content for you all, and it turns out this trash is what you really want, so let's do it. But first, if you haven't seen part 1 yet, this probably won't make much sense, so go watch that first. There should be a card on the screen for it now, or you can find the link in the description. We're gonna go through more of your Discord submissions today, and also some of the comments on the last video. But this list is gonna get really crowded if I don't clean it up a bit, so I'm gonna remove the obvious jokes, anything not cyberpunk related, and anything not human. What counts as human is a little fuzzy in Cyberpunk, but I'm pretty sure cake doesn't qualify. I'm gonna leave Siri on there because, come on. Plus, her image is actually in the game. Oh, by the way, all of this just got a lot more interesting with the whole revelation that we've seen all of the actual romance options for the upcoming game in material that CD Projekt Red has revealed so far. We don't know exactly who they are, but let's fill up these rows and try to get them all on this list. Okay, nothing but serious entries from this moment forth. No more jokes, references, or inanimate objects. So let's see, first up today we've got Benny Bronco's gaming PC. Are you for serious? This actually is the next Discord submission, which means I'm bound by law to include it. With an i7 9700K processor, 32 gigs of RAM, and an RTX 2080 Super, really, it doesn't matter which NPC you pick, they're gonna look fabulous on that 65-inch LG C9 OLED TV. Does your girlfriend do ray tracing? Huh? Does your boyfriend output 120 FPS at 4K? Nah, didn't think so. This getup is almost better than sex. Almost! And you dare call yourself a gamer, Benny Bronco? Give me that gamer card. I'm tearing it up. Give it. This is definitely an A-tier choice. Significant others come and go, but a gaming PC will always be there for you, satisfying your deepest desires until one or more of its components are obsolete. And then, nobody tells you you're a terrible human being when you buy it new parts or trade it in for a younger model. Is it a gold digger? Yes. But will it disappoint you and leave your soul feeling as empty as your wallet? Also yes. But it lets you play video games with sweet, sweet graphics. And you don't have to wait for it to be in the mood. Just saying. Next up, Royce, the leader of the Maelstrom gang. Many people think this man is just straight up mean and a bad guy. But Julski6 doesn't think so. He thinks Royce just doesn't know how to love or be nice. He has to act tough for the gang, but deep down inside, he has a big heart. Okay, sure. I can kinda see how getting with an emotionally damaged bad boy named Royce sounds like a highly dysfunctional dream relationship. But have you considered that the dude's real name is Simon Randall? Could there be a more basic bloke name than that? You really want to play savior to a tortured soul named Simon Randall? Simon Randall. Simon Randall. Our Discord member Xmax, who submitted that devil nun poster thing, is back with another submission. The neural oscillation sinks. It's like being with twins, but way weirder and creepier. I can't put the rest of what he wrote on YouTube. But let's talk about these guys for a moment, shall we? Besides the fact that there's no sign of hair anywhere on their bodies, which I find just oddly disconcerting. Is that body shaming? Did I just body shame these hair-challenged NPCs? Anyway, these animatronic mannequins have an interesting backstory that I'm going to fill you in on right now.
I used to be twins, which you could probably guess. The twins had a close bond. They wanted to be closer, stronger. So they installed neural oscillation sinks. And now they're, well, me. One person, two bodies. My bodies do everything together. Everything.
Yeah, these guys got issues. Together, they go in the double D tier since they're both D tier. Get it? But if we separate them, give them some much needed time apart, there may be hope that one or both of them will climb the ranks. Let's try this and see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, please equip your garlic and crosses and stand in direct sunlight. We will now hear from Lord Dracula as he speaks of his favorite NPC in his native Romanian. I will provide translation in plain English. We've seen many interesting characters. So far, I haven't had a genuine urge to know about any particular character until I saw this image. Straight off the bat, you can see that his body is altered against his will with those cybernetics. The cyberware is crude, and seems it was made by throwing things together. He has significant scar tissue all over his body, be it from the botched implantations or from unsuccessful attempts to remove all the cyberware. His right arm is particularly messed up, so is his face and head. One can only imagine what kind of trauma he has been through. I want to know, what happened to him? Why is he sitting in a public space like this? Does he wish to share his experience or knowledge to others? Or is he warning others about the dangers of cyberware, or the people that did this to him? How does he feel about his body? About the people that subjected him to this fate? I wonder, what will his reaction be if we tell him about another monk who was going to face the same fate as him? Or is he the same monk we saw in the gameplay? And this is what happens to him if we don't rescue him.
No, I'm not crying. You're crying. Shut up.
This is where I'm supposed to make a joke, but after an impressive and emotional character analysis like that, I'm still gonna make a joke, but it's a lot harder. So what tier can I even put this guy in? He really doesn't seem to belong here. Anyone else get the impression that he's not exactly active? So I guess we'll put him in tier C for celibate. Joking aside, I really did think this was a pretty impressive character analysis, especially considering it's based on a single still image. You seem to have some pretty good insight, Dracula.
Why, thank you, Ash. It comes from centuries of stalking people. Watching people. If you'd like to learn more, perhaps I could have you over for dinner.
I don't know if I can get out to Transylvania anytime soon. Things are pretty locked down still.
I cannot be infected, so perhaps I'll come to your place for a drink.
Well, alright, just make sure you wear a mask.
A mask? Do I have to wear it the whole time?
Later, Drac.
No, wait. Can I bring one that has fangholes? Do they make those?
Okay, rapid fire time. The Cyber Psycho from the original teaser. Now, you'd think this would be an obvious Death by Snoo entry, and it would be, except that we see our girl rehabilitated from her cyber psychosis at the end of the teaser and recruited into the Psycho Squad. That's a tick in her favor, but there's still this. Now, I'm not saying that the other entries in this list won't have baggage, but I get the feeling that she's basically the entire network of conveyor belts at LAX. But for those who like to live dangerously, she's going in B tier. And while we're on the theme of living dangerously, here's T-Bug. She may seem unassuming at first, but if you choose to network with this sizzling netrunner, she will own your hardware. I mean, own it. Like, hack your cybernetics at will. Which could be a good or a bad thing, depending on how you look at it. Also, she may or may not have a bullet hole in her face. B tier. Alright, next we have the Budget Arms Blunderbuss.
This is the knife stick. I'm blind.
I try to rise above and they keep pulling me back down. Looks like it's time to dust off that relationship fungication video I had to suffer through in grade 6.
Edutech Fungicational Films presents Reasons Not to Snoo a Shotgun. Reason 1. You know, I really don't think I should have to explain this.
Okay, let's take a break here and look. Hey now. I see what you guys are doing. Get back down there. Okay, let's look through some of the comments from the last video. JFreak5050 says, the door lady to Lizzie's bar in the Corporal Life Path? Come on, bruh. Alright, bruh. Here she is, bruh.
Keep an eye on the AV for me, will you?
I don't get paid to do that.
I wasn't asking. And not a scratch on it when I get back.
Welcome to Lizzie's.
What a pushover. Looks like that tough girl act is all for show. Bloom says, probably that lizard from the new Life Path trailer.
Edutech Fungicational Films presents Reasons Not to Date an Iguana. Reason 1. is an iguana.
People were a lot more speciesist back then. Okay, Lady Reaver says, what? No, Mr. Jenkins? Ash, for shame. For heaven's sake, Lady Reaver. I gave you an entire harem. What more do you want? Fine. You want Mr. Jenkins? I'll give you Mr. Jenkins. I'll give you all the Mr. Jenkins you can handle. And of course, Timebean thinks the Netwatch agent deserved a higher value. He has a steady job and combs his hair, a rare commodity in Night City. Okay, fine. Yes, his hair is nice. Probably because each night, when he comes home, he gently removes it from his head and lays it across his lap and brushes it 50 times on each side while humming Hush Little Baby. If you can stomach that mental picture, get back to me. Okay, let's see. Polly's911 says, don't you juke me.
Dum-dum? What the hell, Polly's?
Okay. No juging. This is a juke-free zone. Desane Eriton wants to know what's wrong with everybody for not picking Evelyn Parker over Judy.
Edutech Funducational Films presents Should I Date Judy or Evelyn? Lesson 1. Here's why you don't have a chance with either one.
Oh boy. You know, there comes a time in every man's life when he must make a decision. A decision that sets the course of his entire future until he re-rolls. Looks like that time is now, and the decision is not an easy one. But he knows it must be made. At times like this, a fool rushes in, but a wise man cops out and gets his YouTube community to decide for him.
It's a Cyberpunk 2077 Best Girls Smackdown. Judy Alvarez, Evelyn Parker, in the ultimate Smackdown for the Best Girl crowd.
Wait.
What?
A two-girl Smackdown. No, that's not enough.
2 is exactly the number you need.
Hang on. Got it here somewhere. Okay, yeah, here you go.
You have got to be kidding me.
No, seriously, a lot of people want a romancer. I don't understand.
Are you
that.
sure about this?
Yeah.
But that would not be a regulation match.
Just do the thing. 3 is way more interesting than 2.
That's what he said.
Shut up, Steve.
And introducing surprise challenger, Meredith Stout. It's a 3-way showdown for the crown. Who will wind up on top? And who will take the drop of shame all the way down to S tier? The reviews are in. It's the can't miss event of the season. Comment your pick below, then go to the Discord server and vote in our feedback room. Our super scientific findings will be announced in part 3. Yeah, science!
Okay, that's better. You all remember Meredith Stout, don't you? Of course you do. This tough-as-nails corpo was the object of desire of many a gamer, as evidenced by the many comments we received, chastising us for excluding her from part 1. Frankly, women who constantly look like they just bit into a cranberry and order gigantic men to manhandle me are not what you might call my type. And our friend Jamuse agrees. Never go full corpo, y'all going to get stabbed in the front, and only she will see it coming. But others argue that that crispy corporate exterior hides a gooey, sweet center of scalding hot passion once you crack it open with a hatchet like a decades-old Boston cream donut. Anyway, it's your choice, audience. Meredith, Evelyn, or Judy for Best Girl. Comment below and or vote in the feedback room on our Discord server. And while you're there, you can say hi to some of the great and funny people who contributed to make this video possible. I'll try to get part 3 out more quickly than part 2, but no promises. Hope this gave you a laugh though, and that you'll slam that like button and subscribe for tons more cyberpunk and comedy content. For the Triple S League, this is Asheninity, reminding you to please help control the Atom Smasher population by having your Atom Smasher spayed or neutered, or both. Bye-bye.
Okay, I got stick legs, man.